Did you see the post that I put on Instagram yesterday about earbuds? A friend of ours comes over to drop something off for Michelle yesterday, and it's Christine, good friend of ours. Christine comes by the house about, 12 noon, 1 o'clock yesterday, and she drops something off, but then says, "You're not going to believe what just happened." And she pulls out this little square box, this Apple white box of Apple EarPods, the wired ones. And she had just purchased them at Target, in the electronics department at Target. When they opened up the EarPods from Apple, they were used, meaning, really,
Ew.
yes.
Like they're all waxed up?
All right, there's wax caked in the earbuds.
It's just
But wait a minute.
Is this a joke?
No, it's not.
Somebody traded them out.
Exactly. The wires are all like frayed and bent and broken, scotch taped together. There's even, if you zoom in, there's pocket lint and hair in the tape that was used to tape the connector and the wires back together. These things were not used. They were like run over by a car. Somebody went to Target, bought a new pair of Apple EarPods, took their old busted, nastied up, hair-caked AirPods with earwax all jammed in them, put the old ones back in the box, took the new ones out, and then returned the box to Target while stealing the new pair. And then our friend, Christine Weinstein, they get this old, used, munged up pair of Apple EarPods.
That's nasty.
So I, like I said, you never know what the hell's going to pop up on my Instagram feed. This thing is disgusting. You went, ew.
Dude, it's like a couple candles.
Is this nasty? So you got to see the picture of the bent and busted and frayed. I mean, twisted wires. I mean, this is a heavily used pair that someone jammed back in the box and returned to Target after taking the new set out and keeping those. Who are you? Are you listening to the show on your new EarPods by any chance?
New clean. It's pretty smart, actually.
You know, people do really nasty things.
Yeah.
You know what? And I want to go to phones, and I want to ask people in retail, any retail workers, any managers, any business owners, do you have any really egregious stories of people returning stuff? Busted, people trying to defraud your business. Listen, I know there have been stories where people will return an item and they'll seal the box up and put like just heavy rocks or bricks inside to make it feel like the product's in there. And a lot of times the returns department at the store, at customer service, they don't check what's inside the box. Clearly that didn't happen at Target. I want to go to phones, and I'm going to ask for two different things. If you've worked in retail, I want to hear stories about the stuff that people try to return. Or you being scammed or defrauded on returns, or hey, if you want to cop to it and if you want to admit to something you did by ripping off or scamming a store, love to hear from you. All right, 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. Catherine's in Tampa. Hey, Catherine, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning.
Hey.
So I work at Dillard's International in the dress department.
Yep.
And we get people all the time that try to return dresses, and you can tell that they've been worn.
Oh, they wore it to an event. They wore it to a wedding. They wore it to some kind of an event, and then they try to return it after they bought it.
Right, and we have like an extensive check that we do with every return. They'll take the tags off, and there's a tag that is put on there in a special way, so we can always tell when it's been taken off and then put back on. We check the bottom, and sometimes it'll have dirt everywhere, food stains on.
Yeah, you got spaghetti sauce on the damn dress.
Yeah.
Wow. So how often does it happen at Dillard's? Like constantly?
No, every once, like maybe once a month, they'll try to slide one through.
And then what happens when you bust them? And then do they like say, "Oh, geez," or do you get people that try to argue?
Every once in a while, they'll try to argue. So sometimes we have to call a manager and have them come down and tell them, because we have to be able to resell it.
Yeah. What if they jump over the counter? I mean, do you have a taser or pepper spray?
No, I did have one customer. She tried to tell me that her husband bought her the dress, and it didn't fit, and there were food stains on it. She had removed the tags, and it took everything I had to not say that I actually sold her the dress and put her in the fitting room.
Oh, my God. Anyway, hey, Catherine, thanks for the call. Thanks for listening. Sean is in, Buffalo. Hey, Sean, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, how you doing, MJ? Long-time listener since the Power Pig days.
Awesome. So you're actually calling from Buffalo, New York?
That's correct.
That's awesome. So you got to be pretty excited about the Bills.
Oh, you know it. You bet.
And what about DeMar? I mean, that town just such support for DeMar Hamlin.
Absolutely. I mean, if anything, it brought not only this city, but it seemed like the whole country
It did.
together for this.
Absolutely. All right. So, Sean, do you have a story on returns?
Yep. Well, I used to work at a Radio Shack down in Middletown, New York, in Orange County.
Yeah, I know exactly where that is. Used to pass through there on the way to my summer camp near Monticello.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Used to stop at that McDonald's right off of 17 or whatever that road was.
Yep. 86 it turns into eventually.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, I worked at Radio Shack. A guy tried to submit an older generation Apple iPod. You know, it's before the phones came out.
Yep.
And so he was just mad and said, we couldn't take it. We can't take it. I told him. The next morning, he soldered the keyhole to the store. So I couldn't get in.
He jammed up the keyhole to the store so you couldn't get inside.
That's correct.
Did you see
so
him on
mad.
was he on surveillance video?
No, I mean, I can't prove it was him,
Oh.
but there was no other irate customer in weeks.
Wow.
So
Great story. Thank you, Sean. Tony's in Trinity. Tony, MJ Morning Show, you're up. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
You got a story about a retail issue and a return?
Yes, work for Sleep Number in Clearwater, and
The Sleep Number beds, right?
yes, yep.
Yeah, formerly Select Comfort.
That's where I got my bed.
Yeah, Froggy's got one of those. All right, so what happened? Don't tell me someone pooped the bed and tried to return it.
Well, actually, pretty close.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a pillow story, and I have another one from a previous bed store that did poop their pants. But this is she bought a pillow. Her daughter came in with her, and she's in a wheelchair. About 90 years old, pretty overweight. Had some stink to her. She probably couldn't wash very good. Bought a pillow to go under her wheelchair as a seat. So she buys the pillow, gets it home. About a week and a half later, we get the pillow back in the store. So to say the least, this pillow stunk up the whole entire showroom. We had to stick it outside the back door, and we actually couldn't get the smell out of the air. It was
My
pretty
God,
bad.
they had to burn the store down.
Bad as she
It was pretty
stink.
close. We had to fumigate. We had to shut it. No.
My God,
It was a bad
from this
situation.
lady sitting on the pillow.
Oh,
my God,
that's
And it was a
disgusting.
little cheap $50, $60 pillow. And she has, the audacity to return it and stink up the store.
Oh my God, that is a horror story. Thank you, Tony. Hang on, I'll grab like 3 or 4 more calls here. First, though, I got to give the Q105 Trip a Day song out. Now, this is the Trip a Day song to win a Busch Gardens Tampa staycation, including a 2-night hotel stay. You're listening for When Doves Cry by Prince. It'll play in the 4 o'clock hour today. When you hear it, be the 7th caller to win on the Q105 Trip a Day, so good luck. All right, let me grab just a few more calls, then we got to move on because we got to deal with the rude people deal. And Roxanne, you got a whole dissertation here, right? All right. Paige is in Auburndale. Paige, MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey.
Good morning.
Morning, go ahead.
All right. So I used to be a manager over at Petco, and we had a really stupid return policy. We would take just about anything back, even toys that dogs had already destroyed, and replace them, which was fantastic for the pet owners, not so fantastic for the company. One of the policies that we had was if you purchase dog food and your dog either doesn't like it or, they regrettably pass away, as long as the bag was 50% or more full still, we would take that bag back and give you store credit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was not fun.
Wow. All right, go ahead.
It's not like we could donate open bags or anything like that. So they just kind of went in the garbage. We had this mother and adult son that would come in almost every day. They would purchase a bag of food, and they would come back later on that day with a suspiciously, half-empty bag saying that their dog didn't like it. And I caught on pretty quick because every single time they would have to call a manager up to take care of it. And I started to recognize the woman. Well, there was one day she came in and she bought one of the biggest bags we had. And I watched her go back out to her car, pour half of it into a tote, and then come right back in 10 minutes later to return the other half of the bag.
Oh, my God. That's theft. I mean, you call the police.
So I approached her and I explained that we would not be returning that bag, that I literally had it on footage for the parking lot.
Yeah, the jig is up. Did they keep doing the scam, or did they finally go away and find another Petco?
She verbally attacked me
about
it. And then when I still refused, because I had already called my district leader and let him know what was going on, and he said, no, don't let her return it. We'll report it to the police. She dropped her pants and defecated on the floor.
Oh, my God!
What?
Oh, my. In the store, she pooped on your floor at Petco?
Exactly.
Like a dog. Oh, did you use the little baggie? Because, in the stores, the pet stores, they allow you to bring your dogs in, and they have the little cleanup stations. Did you have to use that to clean up her mess?
As a matter of fact, the district leader had already called the authorities and had them sent to our store. They got there while she was still throwing a fit. With her pants.
Did they arrest her? Was she taken away?
They made her clean it up and then took her away.
Oh, my God.
They put her nose in it like a dog.
Oh, my God.
I wish they did.
Bad customer. Bad
What'd
customer.
you do? What'd you do?
Go out. Bad customer. Bad customer. Sit. Well, what a story. I don't know how to top that.
Did you say sit? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did. I said sit.
Oh.
Hey, Paige, great story. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Carly is in Bradenton. Hey, Carly, MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, guys. So I grew up in Palm Springs, California, and I worked at the Tommy Bahama's retail store. And we had tons of people that would drink all night long in the restaurant and then come down, shop, and return things. But my favorite is this lady who would come in about every 3 months and return thousands of dollars worth of bottoms, like shorts and pants, because her dog ate the crotch out.
What is going on? Just the crotch?
That's disgusting.
And she would say, my dog would pull them out of the laundry hamper and eats the crotch out of all of my bottoms.
Yeah,
God, these people are gross.
I think she needed some crotch deodorant spray or something.
Something.
This is
It was, she would walk in and we'd all start giggling because we knew this pile of clothes with no crotch was coming in for the return.
It's the crotchety old lady.
Crotchless old lady.
She was young. That's the worst part.
Wow.
She's probably like 30.
Oh, Carly.
She poop on the floor.
That is unbelievable. Thank you, Carly.
You're welcome. Have a good day, guys.
That's
You too.
disgusting,
That's
dude.
crazy. All right, two more, Andrew. No more. The phones are off the hook here, but I got to move on. How about Kayla in Lithia? Kayla, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi.
Awesome. Hi, good morning, everybody.
Awesome. Hi.
Hi. So I worked at a mattress retail store out of Miami, and we had a customer who bought a bed. It was about a week old, and she called us and told us that her cat had just given birth on the bed, and she wanted to return the mattress.
Oh.
We told her she was absolutely not doing that. She was irate. She threatened me verbally. She told me she was going to come up to the mattress store and drop the mattress off. I think she got the hint that she realized, you're not going to be able to do that. So she left us alone. But she had a pretty disgusting mattress that she wanted to return.
Wow.
Are you sure it was a cat litter?
Kayla, thanks for the call. I have one more, and then we got to move on. And if you're just tuning in, told a story a little while ago. A friend of ours bought a pair of Apple ear pods, the wired ones, at Target yesterday. They opened up the box, and it was totally used. Earwax. The wires were all broken and Scotch taped back together. And someone obviously took the new set out and jammed their old set in and then returned it to Target. And then our friends ended up with it yesterday. Last call on this, and the picture is on my Instagram. If you want to see it, go to Certified MJ Radio. And Andrew, if you could, go ahead and put the Instagram link on mjmorningshow.com as well in stories mentioned. Last call on this. Mike is in Lakeland. Hey, Mike, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello. Uh-oh. Mike, are you there?
Mike?
Hey, you there?
Yeah, Mike, go ahead.
Hey, I wonder, was it actually even Apple iPods that were returned, or just some cheap brand that were returned?
No, they were actually, we did look at them, and they were the actual Apple ear pods that were put back in the box. Just old and just rank looking, just terrible.
Wow. I mean, I'd like to say that's horrible. It is horrible, but I've done stuff like that.
Oh, here we go.
Great.
Hold on. We're wrapping it up with an actual scamster. All right, Mike, what type of scam returns have you pulled at the store?
Man, I mean, I hate to say it. You name it. If my TV broke, I'll go find the same one at Target. I'll go find the same one at Walmart. I'll clean all the dust off mine. At least I'll try to clean all the weird earwax out. I try to be a little bit more respectful, but unfortunately, the broke one goes back in the box, and I get mine fixed. I mean, I don't like to do it to mom and pops. But
you'll take Walmart and Target for a ride. That's what you're saying?
Right. I mean,
so wait a minute. What are you doing to your TV sets that they're breaking? That you're taking your old TV set and jamming it in a new box and keeping the new one and returning your old one? What are you doing to these TVs? How old are they?
Well, it was a couple years old, actually.
So you're not even returning the same model. You're going to Walmart. Wait a minute. Your TV breaks a couple of years after having it. You go to Walmart, buy a similar TV. You take the new TV out of the box. You put your old one back in and return it?
So you already know. It's close. Like, the model number will be really close. There might be a C added onto it. There's no difference. It's just a couple years old. And unfortunately, you go to turn the TV on one day and it doesn't turn on.
All right, what's the last thing that you scammed the store with?
I got the sprayer. It was Lowe's. It was a backpack sprayer. My backpack sprayer stopped working, and they still got the same one. Those model numbers don't go back.
How long did you have your backpack sprayer that finally broke? How long did you have it?
All right. I guess I got to be honest. Be honest with your doctors and your lawyers, and
how long did you have the sprayer that you returned?
About 5 years.
Oh my God! And they still have the same model. So you bought a new one and then returned the old one?
Yeah, it's just one of those backpack ones that say Roundup on it.
Yeah, I know.
Give you cancer.
They don't change. Those model numbers don't change. It fits in the box. I mean, it's better than a rock.
But Mike, it's wrong. It's just
good for you, Mike.
No.
Hey, you know what?
Don't encourage him, Froggy.
Go to therapy. I'll go to therapy.
All right, Mike. Thanks for calling.
You needed something else.
Yeah, look at that. Turned into something, didn't it?
Wow, pooping on the floor.
That had it all.
Cats on the bed.
That segment had everything. Yep. Holy crap.